right, we're here with the head coach of the Chapel Hill Bulldogs, Coach Jeff Riordan. Coach, how are we doing this Thanksgiving week?
Man, doing awesome. Just glad to be working still and coming to practice every morning. Can't wait till tomorrow. It's a special time when you get to practice football with your team, your family, your staff on Thanksgiving morning. Then you go home and eat all the good food and watch football all day. It's just a great time of year.
Well, what's any special plans for the practice on Thanksgiving Day tomorrow? You got anything special up your sleeve?
Well, we always, I always pull out the turkey suit on Thanksgiving Day. My wife has a turkey suit from when she used to teach kindergarten PE, and she'd have her turkey trot every year. So she got her a turkey suit, and it fits me kind of tight, but I put it on. The kids have a good time. They love it. Take good pictures. Just have a great last walk through, kick the field type situation practice, and it's the fifth year in a row we're doing this. So a lot of people don't understand how special that is, and how unique that is, and how lucky and blessed we are to still be doing football.
Well, and it seems like the Bulldogs are getting better and better as the season goes on. We got you got Brisbane back last week. He was integrated back into the offense a little bit. What was it like getting Brisbane back on the field and back integrated with that team after being out for a few weeks?
I think the biggest thing with us this year is we've had so many injuries. With Demetrius being out, then Ricky missed a few games from the horse collar injury. Some D linemen were out, offensive linemen out. It's required other guys to step up and play and get experience and get reps. So as a whole, it's just made us a stronger football team. And we've gotten better each and every week. Without some of those guys, and then now you get them back and you're healthy. I told the team when we lost to Pine Tree that sometimes when you lose, you really win, and kind of felt that night. I've seen our kids kind of get some momentum to get some confidence. They kind of learned how to play with their hair on fire. So I was disappointed we lost. We did everything possible to win the game and still ended up losing. But we found something that week, and ever since then, it's just been a steady climb of getting better. So adding Demetrius back this last week just gives us another weapon. We can move him all around the field now. We're going to, put him everywhere: a receiver, linebacker, running back, quarterback, kickoff return, punt return. He's just a special D1 athlete. And the good thing about Demetrius is he's played quarterback for me so long, he knows every position on the field. So it's nice. So we can just move him around and with the development of Malik G at quarterback, it allows us to do a lot of different things. Not that we're not going to use Demetrius at quarterback, but it just allows us to use his unique abilities at other places if we need to.
Sure, it opens it up where he's not stuck to the quarterback position where you can
Yes,
you
sir.
can move him around a little bit. And you had the bye week at the last week of the season, so that final week you were off. Do you think that kind of helped the team kind of end of the year? You reset and you can kind of get healthy as you start to make that postseason run.
Yeah, it was a long, long grind before then. Just and until we beat Henderson, we weren't solidified a playoff spot. So going into that bye week, we didn't know if we were going to be practicing, for no reason, or if we were going to have a spot. But beating Henderson, having that momentum going into the bye week, played a very dominant football game, and then knowing you had your spot in the playoffs made that week a lot more pleasurable, a lot more ability for us to unwind a little bit, get healthy, relax, work on us, and then it just is carried over into the playoffs.
Well, it's been a good playoff run so far for the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. The score last week, 49-24. That's it wasn't that close. You just watching the game, but it playing good football right now. You're taking on a Stafford team this week, familiar with opponent of Chapel Hill. So what do you know about Stafford coming into this game, and what's it going to take moving forward?
Well, Stafford is very, very, very good defense. A lot like many of the defenses we've seen this year with Kilgore and Carthage and Pine Tree and Gilmer and Jasper and all the teams that we played against. They're only giving up 16 points a game on the year. Very tough. They score. They beat Pine Tree last week and didn't score an offensive point. So that's how talented they are on defense. They score. They make a lot of things happen on defense. Their guys fly around. They play hard. It's like a bunch of piranhas. They just fly to the football. So, been very impressed with them on film, and we got to watch them live on defense. And then offensively, they just kind of protect the ball and keep their team in the game and kind of let their defense. They win with how they play defense, in my opinion. And, for us, we got to protect the ball. We can't give them any easy turnovers. And we got to make plays on offense. They're going to play some man coverage. They're going to keep six guys in the box and try to make you throw it in their man coverage. And our receivers are going to have to make plays in space. Our linemen are going to have to create holes for our running backs. But if we protect the ball and execute on offense, I think we'll be fine. And then our defense is playing really well right now. I'm very confident that our defense will step up Friday at 2 o'clock and do really well against Stafford's offense. So I think the keys to the game for us is to eliminate mistakes, execute, protect the football, and make plays when the opportunity arises. And if we do that, we'll have a good shot of getting into December football.
All right, coach. The teams to remember play in December, and Chapel Hill Bulldogs have been one of those teams the past few years. And looking forward to seeing you play next week as well, coach. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and we look forward to talking to you after Friday's game.
Yes, sir. Happy Thanksgiving to all y'all.
All right, thanks, coach.